Do you want to do the intro? What up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of the Kisscapades podcast. You know, this is a new location from what people are used to.
Oh,
what do you think of the new space?
Congratulations.
You like?
Congratulations. It looks beautiful and expensive.
Well, I don't know about beauty, but I can tell you one thing. It's very
wow.
no bad.
Like you have invested.
I think I just needed to go and in fact we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. Just introduce yourself first before we start rambling, and then you haven't even introduced yourself because you're a return guest. You can.
Hi guys, welcome back to his channel. I am Anastasia Nganga.
Hey.
I'm a business owner and also create content on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube.
Hey. So that's a good intro, but at least people have a rough idea. And you're a return, like guest, because
happy to be here.
The last time we did the episode was 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I think 4 years. Was it in 2019?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And the thing is that
you're still in 2021.
You're glowing. You look happy. I swear, you look so different. But you look vibrant. You look, you're glowing.
You should have met me last year. I wasn't glowing like this. This glow is out of suffering. I have suffered into a glow.
But we've all gone through those things. And I think for me, most importantly, in the podcast, I talk about health, wealth, love, and happiness. And all those things kind of affect people in different ways on how you grow and stuff. And I think you already know where I'll start with the podcast.
Okay.
You do?
I don't know.
Okay, no.
I'm actually anxious.
No, let's talk about first, because you mentioned the apartment. The crazy thing is, when I was still house hunting and trying to figure out things for the house, I was just like, who should I contact now and ask about house hunting, things for the house? And I was like, the only problem I have with a lot of my female friends, if I start asking such questions and you have someone at the house, I wouldn't want to be like, hey, why is that guy just asking you about everything?
No.
That's the first thing that comes to my head. And then I was like, no, what? Let me just do my own research and just give it my own theme. Why don't I just not pick influence from somebody else?
Yeah.
Why not do my thing and then they can give me feedback on?
This house is your thing. It's an interior designer's thing.
Listen,
you had help. This can't all be you.
No, listen. Let me tell you something first of all. First of all, inspiration has to come from somewhere, but I wanted to use an expert so that I can tell a story about it as well. Because when I was going online to try and find out how do guys buy couches, how do guys buy beds, I couldn't find any information. It's there, but it's very limited information. Yeah. So I was like, let me do it in a way that if somebody comes to my TikTok page or on my content.
You're blowing up on TikTok. You are blowing up on TikTok, and I love that for you. You're blowing up. Yo.
Thank you.
This is your year. I feel like this is your year. The way people say, this is my year, this is your year. You're just showing us dollars. And we love that for you because dollars. The Kenyan shilling.
No, listen, dollars. Anyone can go to the bureau and just change their money into dollars, and you make sure you count it on TikTok or Instagram.
But when you change Kenyan shillings into dollars,
it
doesn't make sense.
No, that's true. But for me, the thing is, actually started buying dollars during the pandemic, and I'm not saying that I store money in the house, but I know.
Know that I'm here.
Yeah, now that you're here.
Where do you store the money? I need to know.
But anyway, let's start off the podcast with the last time I checked, you had a business that you're running in town. Mm-hmm. But I think I also want to know why you just did the big shift of because you told me now you work from home.
Yeah.
Why was that important, or what made you? We'll bounce all over the subjects, but
okay.
we'll go back where we need to.
Yeah, it's okay. So when I started getting busy with content creation, I think it's in 2022, if I'm not wrong. beginning of 2022, I decided I'm going to employ someone because now I have another source of income. I never quit anything if I don't have something that's bringing me money, because I can't stay at home, employ someone, I'm paying them, and I'm staying at home and I'm doing nothing. So when I got this partnership with Jumia, we were working together. We worked together for about a year, and I was getting good money each month. I decided I'm going to focus on content creation and stop going to work physically, but I'm the one who manages the pages online. Yeah. So right now I have someone who works with me at the store as a shop attendant, and then I do other things that are making me money.
We have people on payroll here, you see? But
I'm paying salaries.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, growth is so important, the way you're saying.
I'm a whole adult now. Someone is depending on me.
And doesn't it make sense?
Crazy.
Like, when you see something like that, you reflect back and you're like, okay, I think I have to tap myself on the shoulder and like...
Yeah, it is. But every day you have pressure because you're like, I have to make me staying at home make sense.
Yeah.
Because I can't be paying someone and I'm just staying at home watching movies the whole day.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So...
No, I get you.
Oh, no, I'm saying in my mind.
I know, you won't be at peace. You just won't be at peace.
Other people will be like, I just want to relax and to stay at home. But sometimes I even punish myself if I don't do something maybe in the afternoon. I'm just like, you're wasting time. You're paying someone and you're at home doing nonsense. That
happens to me as well. But for me, it's been a huge adjustment because it was at some point, like even just how I move around right now. It's like when other people are going to work, me, I'm chilling. Maybe I'm eating strawberries at the balcony and nini. But I have to remind myself, like, I have a very different work mode from other people. Because when they're sleeping probably by 9 p.m., now I'm awake, I'm editing, I'm doing some research online and all those other things. So it's just a different way of working that other people won't understand.
Yeah, true.
But you have to adjust that because if you're used to waking up with other people, going to check in somewhere, whether it's your own business or any, it kind of gets weird. You start to think like, okay, I think I'm wasting time. And
I also feel like, it's wasting time. Yeah. Because when I wake up in the morning, these days, at least when I'm at home, I have a routine. I take financial classes on YouTube, online. I also read. I read a lot. This is when I'm discovering these things and I'm just like, wow, I wish I knew about what is happening in the world.
So what specifically do you, like, let's say, read about? I have to ask because,
Yeah, I know. Like, I used to hear Bitcoin, but I'm just like, that's like Forex. This is what people say.
Scammers.
It's a scam. It doesn't make sense. So you just hear people talk about it, but you're not even inquisitive to know what it is. Yeah. So I think now that I have time, because you see, you get home, you're supposed to get enough rest, you're supposed to cook, you're supposed to make sure you have an outfit for tomorrow, do your laundry and everything. And also you're taking care of someone else. So it's just like, no. See, I have a partner. So
I didn't know. I mean, at least I haven't said anything. That's just facial expressions. I'm just
saying from a woman's perspective, you have all these responsibilities. You don't have the time to even sit down on YouTube and start learning things. Because you don't even have the time to even watch entertainment on YouTube, to watch vlogs. Because you're always going to work Monday to Saturday. The only time you're free is on Sunday. So I feel like time is the best gift I've given myself. Like, I do not regret having someone at the shop and I'm at home.
I think even for me, that's the one thing that now I just came to realize. And we'll go back to, because I asked you about what you watch actually about finances, because like I'm so deep in the financial world right now.
When did you start going deep?
I think during the pandemic.
Oh, okay. Everyone in Kenya started going deep during the pandemic.
We didn't have a choice. Everyone was pushed to the wall. And now you can imagine, if you had savings, you start seeing them like coming down.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing any gigs, you're not doing anything, you're not pushing any products like online. If you're
the Kenyan shilling versus the dollar.
Oh, it was horrible. Like everything was just bad. But now it puts you in a place where you have to start. Just the only thing you can do is think.
Yeah.
For me, it was exercising, thinking, and just watching like lots of YouTube videos. And I also got deep into like just investment and understanding. And then I started saying like, oh, so these people who wear suits, they thought we'd never understand this. Like, oh, this is interesting.
This is nice.
This is very interesting. I was like, oh. So people go and study A, B, C, and D so that they can be able to do this. But not to knock anyone off with that, but I'm just saying, like, I learned so much things that whether if it's in banking, investing, and just long-term financial goals that anybody can learn in university.
Yeah.
But what they learned, they might not be able necessarily to apply in the modern ways of how things are evolving every single day.
Even I was in a business class because I did business management. And let me tell you, the whole 4 years, campus years, I didn't know what a bond is. Like, public universities, I'm sorry to say, it's just games.
What were you studying?
Business management. We had finance, we had accounting, we had everything.
So you learned
money market funds. I don't know. I came to know about these things in the world.
It's so interesting.
Because I always wanted to do masters and PhD, but after watching YouTube videos, I'm just like,
it's a waste of time, money.
I'm sorry to say it.
So actually, here's the thing. If you're in campus and you're learning about finance, business, money, listen, if you give me that money, I can do a better job within probably a year. But you've just said it. You learned. For how long did you do it in Campo?
4 years, 5 years of my life.
And you can't say that it gave you like input on what you're applying right now.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're in campus, just talk to your mom and your dad.
What did they teach us about taxes?
Well, taxes is tricky, but
I was in a business class.
But yeah, that's the thing. And you also need to understand, like, when you mention taxes, like, what are the legal tax loopholes that you can actually use?
Yeah.
See, because if you're buying like things like infrastructural bonds where you're not getting taxed and you're getting your dividends and payouts.
I think the education system needs to do better, but then they can't do better because...
Nah, come on. With this government, do you think they can...
They can't teach people these things because they can't. They can't teach you how to be financially literate because they want to get the money from you through so many things like mortgages,
loans.
No,
how many?
Student loan.
Somebody, I won't mention them, but there's somebody who's always calling me like, yo, you can take a loan. But I'm like, I don't need one. Why do you want me to take? I don't need one. But also, like, there's some ways you can use a loan to grow yourself and exactly. So you need to understand but not just somebody telling you like, just take a loan.
Take a loan, buy a car.
Yeah, exactly.
The car is not even for business. It's just a liability. To go to Vasha.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So now back to, you mentioned it, but I'm so interested. I want to know, like, what exactly you mentioned. What did you mention? Reading. About the financial things that you read on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah. You mentioned Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What else do you learn?
I've learned...
That's intrigued you and actually something that you actually implement.
Not implementing, not yet, but what's actually going on.
You don't have any crypto?
I have crypto. I have some coins, but I'm saying, I'm not even talking about Bitcoin. I'm telling you, you're asking me about what's going on, like the day-to-day of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Like what's happening in the economy, how bad we are.
Yeah. So, financial crisis.
Yeah, the financial
global
crisis
recession.
And everything, yeah. Like just being updated with what's happening that I didn't know before. It's just like, wow, these people know so much. Like, how can you print money and there is no money? Like,
yeah.
How can you print money and yet we have inflation?
And then you lend African
like
countries the money.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense. The more you print, the more money you're supposed to have, and I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
But it also comes from, like, I think the craziest part would be, like, let's say if you have like friends or a partner who maybe you're so interested in these things and you hang around them like on a regular basis and you try and explain and they're like, what is he talking about?
Are you talking from a personal experience?
Of course. But, like, those are things that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
But after a while, you kind of realize.
Do you feel scared?
About?
When you're in that situation? Because I feel like this whole financial content makes me scared. Because these people can scare you.
At this point, the things that I know, I used to have anxiety because I'm like, how are all these people making money? Are they surviving?
Yeah.
How are they just remaining cool when everything is in shambles? But then after you learn how like the economy works, like if you have stocks, if you have crypto, if you have like, those two investments like online, you understand like their ups and downs, but things will always at the end go up. But the best thing is like just own assets that can gain value or in some sort of way. You don't want your money to be like chewed up by inflation, and you may save like 2M and then after 2 years that 2M is not as useful as it could have been 2 years ago as compared to just how other things are moving. But so I mean, you talked about what else did you say about money and YouTube? Trust me, once you start mentioning money, just like,
you love money.
No,
who doesn't?
Once you start understanding how it works, it's interesting.
Yeah, okay, it's interesting.
You mentioned bonds. Is that something that you're into, or?
Yeah, in future, definitely. Maybe not in future. Let me not say in future. Probably next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
I'm crazy with bonds right now.
Oh, that's nice. You're rich.
No. That's not what I'm saying. You know why I'm saying? No, why I needed to have this conversation with you? Because I don't know whether you remember, but the last time like we did a podcast and we were just talking about money, you asked me like, you were telling me how important it is to have like an emergency fund. And I was like, emergency fund? It's like, what's that?
For real?
Yeah, I asked you. I asked you like, what's an emergency fund? And then you're explaining to me, by the way, if you have like expenses, money aside on the nini. And then I was like, so somebody can plan ahead of time and just have their expenses.
Yeah.
Or now I have like my expenses.
For real?
2 years
so
2 years in advance.
Something. Wow.
Oh no, I did. I pick up everything from like everyone that I interview. But I always remember like some of the things that I end up like now implementing. So now emergency funds, very important to me.
Yeah, true.
Investing in future, very important to me. Bonds, important. Crypto, all those things are very important to me. Because, if you end up starting like a family or...
Yeah. Are you into families?
For now, no.
No, in future. Do you see yourself settled down somewhere with a partner?
Yeah.
We're in a generation where you can't assume.
Can't assume
you
what?
can't assume
like somebody
that the partner will be a woman. So
come
the
on.
generation.
Hey.
No. I'm
Let's
not
just
saying
make
anything.
it clear first of all.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I don't want to assume that your partner. This generation.
No, you have to assume my partner will be
a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't just say it.
Okay.
Just throw that in there. And then,
no.
People start sending messages like,
no.
I heard.
No.
I heard you're single.
No.
Now let me make it how it will sound.
I heard that you're single.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. I feel like being a mother will make me so scared because there is a lot.
So much that
there's so much is happening so fast,
and I don't even know how kids are supposed to survive this. I think if you grew up in a whole different era, things were slightly different. Now I don't even know how people
do you watch TikTok at night? I know TikTok is also all about the algorithm, but the lives that I see, I
don't even understand why that's a thing that people are doing, but you can imagine the influence that's going out there to people who are impressionable, young, and think this is how we can actually earn money. Because I see people asking for gifts and how they're moving, and then I'm just like...
And also the things that they do at night.
Of course.
And you're a parent,
It scares you because if you're a kid... Because your kid definitely knows this is happening. Because TikTok is everywhere. All kids are on TikTok. So they definitely understand what's happening. And to me, that's what's scary. But there's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is just raise your kids right. And I think that's why even now it's more important. Like Kitambo, maybe you just grow on morals. Now, as a parent, I think you also need to be in a very good financial position so that your kid can't be swayed easily with just money. Because, if that's a luck. I think now if your kid is seeing friends doing A, B, C, and D to make money, or the friend's mom is online doing something crazy and she's making money, be like, hey, why wouldn't I do it as well? So,
as well, yeah.
Because I know all those ninis. And the unfortunate part is like when you know so many people. Because I know so many people who do so many different things. I don't agree with all of them. But hey, whatever makes you happy, if this is what you think will make you happy, will feed you, and that's up to you.
Yeah.
But for me, I just prefer the conventional way of legal financial instruments, long term, that just make sense to me.
To you, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, we're in a better position in terms of technology and information accessibility.
Exactly.
But now it depends with how you're going to use the YouTube, the Instagram, TikTok, how you're going to use the apps. Because if you're on YouTube, you can watch anything you want on YouTube.
True.
But you can watch so many free things like editing classes. There's even Kikuyu classes. I'm actually taking Kikuyu classes on YouTube for free.
What do you mean?
There's a teacher there.
You're Kikuyu, right?
Yeah.
So you don't speak?
If you speak, I know what you're saying. My mind can interpret it in English or Kiswahili.
There is no Kikuyu who doesn't know how to speak Kikuyu.
I don't know. Sense. I don't know how to speak.
I'm not even Kikuyu, but I know Kikuyu.
You understand, but you can't speak.
If I can speak, but it won't sound like Kikuyu,
Same.
But now it can't be the same to Come on.
No, same.
Really?
Bontao. Interesting.
But since you've mentioned like now social media and things like TikTok is all over the place now. I think the algorithm for TikTok is really, really good. Because Instagram kind of like you have followers, but it suppresses like.
Yes.
I just came from my jog today, and I was buying my memory card so that I can use it on the mixer. And the guy at the shop was just looking at me. He's like,
I know you.
So I'm like, I'm like, do we know each other from somewhere?
You're a celebrity.
It's like, Mazai apartment transformation banner, good job. And then I was just like, that's what I like about TikTok. Like, it can give you like organic, like following and influence, and you kind of get like, you understand why it's important to do what you're doing.
I don't know
it's just not a waste of time.
I don't know if I can say this or it's illegal to say such a thing on your podcast.
What?
But I had rumors. It's rumors.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly, TikTok will not be monetized in Africa. Is it true?
That's true because...
Is it because of race?
Yeah, of course. But that's we can't always hang that around our heads all the time because there's so many other things that you can create and benefit from the platform. Because I know, like, I think in 2022 we were supposed to do something with TikTok officially for a client of mine that at the time were doing really, really well online. And the most money that TikTok offered us was $200. And to me, that was like $200, $200,000. They're just like, because that's not where they're trying to. Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't want to say it in a bad way, but that's just how things are.
Yeah.
They don't look at us as a high priority place where they can start like compensating people the same way they can compensate people in other countries. And even those people who are getting compensated in other countries, I don't think TikTok is necessarily giving people that much money.
Yeah.
Because it gives your platform good organic reach. Whatever you do with your platform, I think it's now up to you.
But you see, the organic reach is for personal pages, not business pages. Now we can't promote on TikTok. Yeah. And the audience has shifted from Instagram to TikTok.
True.
And if you I don't know how they know, but if you I have a reel that I posted on my personal page and it got like 30,000 views.
Yeah.
And when I posted it on my business page, because it was about nipple covers, 200 views.
Not the same. But it's actually kind of hard to understand TikTok, but you also know like it's a very powerful tool.
Yes, it is for personal.
Isn't it more satisfying than YouTube?
I'm talking about money.
More satisfying no, I know. But like let's say for instance me, I personally have never received like a check for any social media platform. I know you've done those videos where
YouTube,
picking like is it your checks and
Yeah.
they
YouTube.
send you checks.
No. They send you
or they
to your,
transfer
to
to
your
their
bank.
account.
Yeah.
So
to
I've
your account.
never personally gotten any money from Nini, but what I've gotten outside just because of the presence of being like somewhere within that vicinity.
Yeah.
Like I'm just on YouTube somewhere, but the compensation on the side.
But I'm not talking about a personal brand. I'm talking about Lana House. Like
No,
my business.
I understand. But now but can you promote?
You can't promote. And
Why?
they're never going to do promotions in Africa. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. But other countries have.
Yes.
Because it's not their priority, Nini.
Wow.
You have to.
But the audience has shifted to TikTok.
They don't care about that. Because you think what these things that are happening at midnight, you think they don't know. They know we are maniacs, Pia. At some point,
but everyone is doing things.
Things. What are majority of people doing past midnight?
Yeah. Jabba.
Yeah. So it's not like the most constructive, Nini, but they have a huge audience.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
see,
about.
at times
the numbers are not even on Instagram. The numbers have moved to TikTok.
No, they've moved to TikTok. If you want to reach like people, I think TikTok is doing like a fantastic
job.
And I think it's a platform now that I even give it priority. Now that I'm scheduling like my TikTok posts so that they can just be consistent and still not ignore Instagram. And now like my YouTube, because I want to incorporate now the podcast and a bit of vlogs here and there, which I think I'll do a good job.
Yeah, and that's where YouTube comes in. Because I'm now thinking, is YouTube really worth it? Because I took a break from YouTube and I've just been creating for TikTok and Instagram. And already on Instagram, I'm getting some brands. It's more money, way more money than what you're getting on YouTube. And the effort is less. But YouTube, you put in so much work.
So much work.
You put in so much work.
So much.
So much work.
But I think
But you'll never get a brand to pay you to promote. You'll get, but one. But on Instagram, it's so many brands want to promote their work on Instagram.
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't get brands that. But I think also like the social media platforms like would definitely favor women in so many things.
Yeah.
And even when you see, like, let's say your company that you've worked with, like which one? Jumia. Maybe like Jumia. You'll see like, it's a majority of girls. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But like for a guy, you need to understand where you fall. So
and what you're doing.
Exactly.
I feel like for men, it's not supposed to be for brand partnerships.
It's tricky.
Let it be for something
else.
else.
You just figure out something else because that's not going to work in your favor.
Yeah.
Or you see somebody else, you're like, why is it just women who are getting this? It's like, bro, there's so many other things out here.
Yeah.
So you can't dwell on that. But there's so many other things that you can do on the side. So me, I would never complain about that. But I respect anyone who like builds a brand around it. They can feed themselves. They can feed their partners or people they care about. Like that's what it's all about. Social media is just crazy in how differently it can like just compensate you.
Yeah, true.
Or just build you in general.
So that's where when it comes to YouTube. It's just like
you're still 50-50. You're not
so
sure
much
where it's
effort.
Going. Rewards are less.
And then the rewards are less. And also YouTube kind of people connect 1 + 1 and they know what's happening. It's not like Instagram. Instagram, it's just a boomerang of what's happening in my life.
Oh, yeah. Plus you're doing like vlogs.
Yeah, lifestyle. So on YouTube, it's easier for people to actually know what's happening. Because of also the words that you're going to use.
Yeah, but you kind of limit people with what you give us.
Yeah, obviously. But you see, some things, you can't talk about them prematurely,
Like what things?
You have, like everything, like life changes.
I didn't know I'm that funny.
No.
I just said like what thing?
Like life changes,
Oh, this is so interesting. Yeah, life changes.
Like you have told me I have a glow.
Yeah, you're really glowing.
Like
whatever you're doing
you guys, if it was on YouTube, you'd have already known why I'm glowing. But you see,
that's why you're glowing.
It's only me who knows why I'm glowing.
That's why you're glowing. No, actually, craziest part.
No.
I just got my my personal assistant, right? So we're talking and everything, and then she's like, "Yo, by the way, do you have like a skincare routine?"
Okay.
So I'm looking at her, I'm like, so it doesn't hit me by there. And then I'm like, oh, by the way, I know like sunburn has been catching me over the longest period because I just run in the sun. I just love being out in the sun. So my skin kind of gets affected a bit and stuff. So look at what was brought for me like today.
This is nice.
It is.
Actually, when I saw the skincare, I was like,
Really?
he even has a skincare routine. Kumbe.
Okay.
It's starting today.
No, it's starting actually
You
today.
can buy all these things that you've bought, but skincare and sunscreen is where you draw the line.
It wasn't like important to me.
How you look is not important to you. How you look in 30
For a guy,
years.
I think in Kenya,
But it's just funny
I've
how...
seen some of the most hideous people like in Kenya, like some really hot babes. So I think just get your money up, you'll be good.
Pass
Come
it
on,
up, Tete.
come
Always.
I've never seen a chick say like, akiona face ya umse.
Apana.
You just pull up with what you're supposed to pull up
up
with,
with.
and you're good. Send 5K urgently sometimes.
You're
okay.
sending.
You're
You're
okay.
sending.
No, nowadays I don't. I've been scammed so many times.
You have been scammed.
Come on, you know how
Has
this
someone
shit
ever
goes.
eaten your fare?
A lot.
Hey.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah,
Who are you
but
dealing
that's how you grow, though. That's how you grow. Now it doesn't happen. But trust me, like it comes from the people you least expect. It's like, let's say you are my friend, right? We know each other, we hang out and
Yeah.
stuff. But I'm not saying in that regards. But let's say if you told me you need 5K urgently.
would you send me?
Yes.
For real?
Right now, yes. When I was a bit in a struggle and stuff.
Do you expect a refund
do
or
you have
it's
my
just
phone?
like
Bit.
your blessing?
No, I came to realize that once you send that, I was so stupid because I used to think like, yo, by the way, if I send money, they're going to send it back.
Wow.
And then even from that ALAX channel, like I've told you, they just say it. When you give money out to friends, relatives, or people who are close to you, sorry. So just if you give it away or if you loan it, if that's what you want to say,
Yeah.
if it comes back, well and good. But if it doesn't, don't
don't
think
put
about
your heart
yeah,
there.
because that's how actually most relationships get ruined.
Yeah.
Because you're lending out money at times,
But how do you feel like if I'm your close friend, maybe
Yeah.
I borrowed like 5 Gs or 50 Gs. Let's not use 5 Gs, 50 Gs. Or 100 Gs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back, and I never pay you back 1 year. I've not paid you back. I'm living the life. I'm updating my iPhone. How would you feel? Ama, you have not
Now I wouldn't feel any type of way because it's already happened.
and they're living their best life. It's not like they're struggling.
They're good. It's already happened, so that's why I'm saying like
Would you ever give them money again?
Of course not. Because I mean that's what I'm saying. I've seen so much. Like even financial therapy. I even learn about financial therapy. How not to be stressed about some things because it was my choice. I said yes.
Yeah.
I sent the money.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Will your bond still be strong?
it won't be the same, but not because of me. It's them.
Yeah.
They'll always feel bad, and that's the craziest part about like even lending money to people. You'll realize it's not you. You'll lend someone the money. They will stop talking to you. But I'm like, yo, okay, you owe me money, but you know we can still talk. But it's just because
Like
they
your
feel
heart
bad.
won't change. How you feel about them won't change.
Now I don't feel any. I just feel like, okay, sir, that was bad that you did that, but I can't dwell on that.
Okay.
You realize, because, okay, what else am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Call the cops on you? I mean, I just want to. What would you do? I would want to know how
I'm
would you
saying
handle it?
my relationship with them will definitely change.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Like you won't talk to them at all?
No,
or-
I will talk to them, but obviously the energies will be off.
Yeah. So like it's the same thing with
Oh,
me.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, the energy will be
I
different.
thought like your heart is pure, like I won't feel nothing. I'll still be on the same vibe with them.
Of course, you'll be like, okay, I thought we were friends. How would you do that to me?
Yes.
But, there's really nothing I can.
Yeah.
I can't. The only thing I would have done is said no. But I said yes. So that's where the issue started. And you realize, like, now they'll always try and avoid you, not talk to you as much, because they just feel guilty. And then they've already broken their friendship thing that you had.
Yeah.
But it's not you.
Yeah, money and friendships.
It's bad. So even afadhali mtu wa kukula fair, that's okay. I'll be like, this is just an Nairobi
scammer. You have ever
scammer.
liked someone ukamtumia pesa?
What do you mean?
Pesa ya Uber ama fare ama flight?
Because
when I join you on a different level.
No, flights. I'm not doing flights yet.
You're flying
Uber,
in
yes. No, I'm not flying anyone in. No. But Uber and all those things, it happens.
And they didn't show up?
I'm telling you, it's from people you least expect. You know, it's like, it's somebody you're cool with, you're talking with, maybe you've even gone on a date with. Yeah, man, they just, I'm just like, that's just
how much are you
buying
talking
your
about?
units or
2K?
Something. Yeah, let's say
2K.
1,500.
Una date kina nani hawana kula 2K?
No, but here's the thing. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, it comes.
Who are you dating?
No. Listen, here's the thing about what kukula fair. It's people you least expect to do that. Because when I'm sending you the money, I'm like, see, she'll pull up, of course. I don't expect you not to. And then so now in my head, I'm like, Jesus, 2 Gs. And then you know what I normally tell myself? It's like, you'd have made so much money just hanging around me at this point.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm the type of person, like, if I called you to meet me up somewhere and stuff, if I know maybe you don't...
There's a gig for you? Or
not necessarily. Like, I know maybe it was a bit tedious for you to get to the location. I'll definitely, like, just give you, like, Uber Nini. That's just what I normally do. Even if it's like... even if it's morning after, I would still listen. I'll give you money for breakfast, all those things.
That's so cute.
That's just the type of person I am right now. Cause I'm just thinking.
You're paying for the services.
No. That's
no.
Listen.
But at least.
I'm just saying.
But at least.
It's just something that I do because I'm in a position to right now.
No, but at least because I know a babe.
Yeah.
Who liked this guy and she thought this guy was everything, and then this guy was Jaka, all the love and empathia, the romance and everything. Yeah. They got to his apartment is cute, but this man never gave this babe food.
Yeah.
They stayed back the next day.
So now imagine. And that's
5 p.m. the next day, 5 p.m. you're hungover, you haven't eaten. This man is not even giving you water.
There are some people who are like that. There's some people, and that's why I'm saying, like, for me, I'd ask you, like, even when you're coming to see me, like, do you need anything to eat? Something specific? Because me, I'm into, like, my healthy. You can open up the fridge. I have, like, managus, nini, and all those healthy things, like, arranged there. So I'll ask you, like, okay, is there anything specific you want to eat? I'll handle that. Either order or send you money to come with the food. Sasa kuna ule anakula mpaka pesa ya food plus fare. I'm like, oh my God.
You know what?
I'm like you. I'm like, why? You're just
I think men have a problem because you look at appearance and you assume that the woman is classy based on the appearance.
We're visual creatures, trust me. That's what I'm saying. That's where, because listen, you think like for me, I'd be like, okay, she's so educated, Yani.
No, so
I want to link up with her.
No, you went to this babe on a date.
Yeah.
Even if they're looking
because of her intelligence.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
because
like
of
a
her,
man of your caliber should not date a babe who's eating 2K fare.
You don't know then. No. You don't know then. Because here's the thing. If you're going out with someone as a guy, the first thing you'd be like, oh, let me take care of the tabs, Indio.
Yes, that's
so
okay.
You'll do the basic things.
You're
so
doing
now
what you're supposed to be
doing. You
doing.
don't know yet about someone's character. Until now it hits you and then you're like, because even now, let's say, even if you eat like, let's say 5, 6, up to 10 Gs, I'm easy.
Yeah.
But as long as I know I don't have to deal with you again or in future, because who knows, maybe we would have created even like just a friendship. Maybe it wouldn't have been intimacy, but would have ended up being like friends who like grow each other in conversation or so many other different levels.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'll be like, hey, okay, sawa. If it's 5K or 2K, and then it has made me know your character, that's a price I'm ready. I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
2 Gs to save me in because that's maybe somebody come like in your house, they drag you or something and live with. And
I hope you don't go to clubs.
And you see the things. No. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Because hii nyumba tungeamka ikiwa empty.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't do that. I can't.
Because they'll drag you.
I know, I got you.
They will even, I don't know what they do. Because they will need time. They will need time to pack up the whole apartment. We are moving. Everything here, we are moving.
But here's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, there's a big adjustments I've had to do. And now even how I move, it's different. Even like at times it'd be like, yo, can we come hang out at your place? Be like, I don't know.
That's how you know your apartment is cute.
You're like, hey, I don't, yeah, like there's a time I'd have been like, my different place would be like, come over. And now I'm like, Yeah, I just have to think about so many other things. But that's just life in general. Like we're saying, people's character, if you're dealing with so many different people, nowadays I don't get surprised by anything.
And it's also good to experience people and to experience life.
Yeah.
That's also one of the, I feel like end of last year, beginning of this year, my attitude and my mentality towards life has really changed how I view life. It's like life is not supposed to happen one way. Like all these are experiences. You know,
everything perfectly.
Perfect. All these are experiences. Even if something is happening and you have to move an apartment, don't feel bad about it. Like just move.
I mean, that's also one thing that now I respect. Everything that comes to me as an experience, I take it as a learning experience.
Like if you meet someone and they eat your fare, that's an experience.
Listen, and it's happened so many times, by the way. And it's so many stupid things. But I'm like, I had put you in this place, pedestal, and like you just took it way below. Because like even the lowest ones, they've never done that to me.
They were nice.
Yeah, and here you are. So it just leaves you in a place where you're like, it's shocking, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'll just deal with it. But that's just life.
Life, yeah.
True. But before I figure out, like, like the question was like, before I figure out like how I get into settling and family, now I know how I can appreciate someone who's good to me.
And I hope you will.
I mean, listen, let's just give it time.
No, I hope you will.
Really?
Do you believe that all men are polygamous?
Not really. Because kind of dealing even with too many women is just a headache, to be honest. Like if I found like somebody who just loves me and, they're just genuine and any...
How would you know right now with where you are?
But that's what I'm saying.
How would you know?
Now, it's tricky. But I think that's just maybe one thing that... Because trust me, dating with many chicks, it's just a waste of time, money, and focus. Like it's not the best thing that you'd want. But, if you're single and you're still trying to figure out how else are you supposed to meet a partner?
Yeah, true.
You still have to put yourself out there. You still have to go on dates. Yeah. You still have to talk to people. You just have to try it. I mean, I don't know about, couples, how couples handle it. Like, somebody like you. Why are you smiling?
No, I'm smiling.
You're just happy. When I just say couple, you're just smiling. You're like,
I love love.
But I'm just
Honestly, I love love. No matter what happens in this life, I love love.
And that's what I'm saying. That's something that's special, right?
You see how people say, oh, if this happens to me, like I will never date again. I'll just...
No.
One thing about me, I don't know about those strong, independent women.
Yeah.
But as for me, I'm going to depend on my man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like there's so many dynamics that once you start changing them, you'll just realize it can't work.
True.
Can't work.
True.
I respect and appreciate those people who are in that zone right now because like even like previous podcasts and guests, like we always have conversations. Their situations are different.
Yeah.
But I'm always intrigued to just understand and learn how they deal with different things.
Yeah.
Whether it's ranting, whether it's forgiving each other, whether it's just... But I respect how people move. And those people who are still strong, I'm always like,
yeah.
Wakanda forever. Because it's not easy.
It's not easy. Like, you can meet someone right now.
Yeah.
And then also you're growing at a certain pace in terms of what you're thinking and what you're watching, what you're consuming. And then they still have a certain mentality. So there's a disconnect between you two. What would you do?
Are you talking about...
No, I'm not talking about anyone personal. I was just thinking...
Yeah, no, I wasn't asking like, come on.
I was just thinking.
For me, what I know right now, I don't think I'm meeting anyone smarter than me right now.
I know, I'm not saying smarter than you, but what I'm saying is, you see, I'm not saying you're supposed to be at the same level, but you see there is a certain mentality you might develop that she doesn't have.
Like what?
What example?
Like finances.
Like just everything about life. Like you will never know until you get to
growing
that.
a family or...
Exactly. Now you start, maybe she gets to a point she doesn't want to have a child and you want to have a child, or you don't want to have a child, like you have decided, like...
that's a non-negotiable. If you don't want to have a kid, maybe if like medical-wise you're not capable of, but if you don't want... For me personally, I don't think that would work. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing now?
Because this generation is crazy.
No, now I hear a lot of people are like, no, me, I'm just okay being alone forever. But I'm like, it will get to a point. Because like for me, I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
Right? And back then, like our folks, is too old to be single. Like, kwani nini unafanya?
Hey, this is too old.
Exactly. Then they used to get married at 20 and stuff. Their values were so different.
Yeah.
Starting a family setting was like early 20s. That was just standard.
Yeah.
For us, our generation has changed a bit. And it's changing. Gen Z, I don't even know what they're going to do. They're going to be...
That is going to be a whole different world.
It's going to be interesting to see how it turns out.
That's going to be a whole different world.
Different.
Like my nephew, he's 6.
Yeah.
And he's 7. Yeah. And he knows why Ukraine and Russia are fighting.
Yeah.
Like he knows China and like, how do you know? I asked him, how do you know these things?
Yeah.
How do you know these things? He knows Bitcoin. How do you know these things?
Actually, it's so interesting because you mentioned that, and then I remember there's a client who went to their house
at 7.
And this was just general. So I'm talking to the mom with my friend. We're just talking, and then the kid is like, no, mom, you can just buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then you can just hold it. The mom has no clue what the kid is saying.
Exactly.
So me in my mind, I'm like, what?
Same.
I'm like, that kid said Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Same.
So the mom is like, he just learns about those crypto things. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God.
Even my sister also brushes it off. Like that's not important. And I'm like, no, he's telling you the future.
He is telling you.
He's telling you the truth.
You're actually missing out now. You're missing out now.
And your child is talking about it.
And he was brushed off, and I was just like, and I left there. I was just like this. I was like,
Same.
He knows about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm like, oh my God.
Mind blown. Like he tells me things about Tesla and about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, where do you watch these things?
You can't take that for granted. And if you see your kid, nephew, niece doing something close to that, and you have like bits of knowledge, just chip in. Tell them, buy them like a percentage. Like, okay, so let me buy you like a 3 Gs of Ethereum and stuff.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I know something like, and that's why even when you see the government getting interested, it's like, okay, now for crypto people, we want to introduce like 3%.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, 3%? 3%, make it 3.5. That's okay. No, because think about anything else tax related now.
Yeah.
People are paying crazy percentages. Yeah, it's crazy. So 3% in an industry that's rapidly growing and you can still secure your future with it, I'm game. But we still don't have systems for crypto yet.
True.
In crypto, because we're on that, we'll still bounce back in so many other things. You know how this podcast goes.
Yeah, I like it. I'm actually really relaxed right now. And because, you see, I don't know how the pandemic and staying indoors.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Staying indoors. Stay at home.
Yeah. No, there's another term. I've forgotten.
I've also forgotten. Nani to the other day, and it's already 2 years.
It's called...
it really affected us because I feel like I'm an ambivert. I don't have a problem with socializing with people, but ever since I started staying home, I have this social anxiety, which I never had. So I'm wondering what's happening to the introverts. Because even coming here and it's just meeting you and your PA,
really?
I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to say? I don't know if it's because I don't talk to people every day. But right now I have an event that's happening in August, like Friends of Friends, and I'm already overthinking.
You'll be okay. But do you remember the first time we were doing the podcast when I reached out to you?
I'm already overthinking.
You're just like, so how are we supposed to...
I wanted to reschedule. I was just
today.
Like, can we do it on Wednesday at least? And then I told myself, like Wednesday, even if you put it Wednesday itafika, and you'll have to do it.
Yeah. So and that's why I actually was
Soldier
thinking of,
on.
I was thinking of Wednesday, but I was like, no, let me make it on Monday. Let me make it on Monday. So we just start off the week
I'm
and
having a good time.
But so far it's going good, right?
Yeah. I'm having a good time.
Crypto, you mentioned crypto, and I just have to ask because it's something that also interests me. What coins are you stacking up or nini?
Right now, I'm still putting in my 10,000 hours. Still putting in.
What's 10,000 hours?
See, crypto, they always say if you want to know what's really happening, if you want to know which coin to understand, because you can't invest in something that you don't understand.
I mean, we have like the major
coins
and then we have the altcoins.
Yeah.
So you're still studying all of them?
You can also study. No, I have Solana, I have Cardano, I have Polkadot. Yeah, I think those three.
So you're on altcoins for the most part?
Yeah.
Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Not yet.
Why?
You're rich.
No. But you can't buy. You don't have to buy a full nini.
Yeah.
That, right?
I know. But that's why I'm saying.
I'm not
I
rich.
started.
What was kukula fair even more?
You're earning in dollars.
No.
Hey, kuleni fair. No. It's in dollars.
But I want to know so that I can show you. But this is between us. Like, the audience wouldn't know what's happening.
Classified information.
This is like one of my wallets here. And I'll just show you like, you just keep it to yourself.
Okay, this is nice.
Is that okay?
You should stop working. I don't know why you're working.
No.
I don't know why you retire.
No, that's not for stopping to
Do you
work.
know George Gammon?
No.
Okay. I wanted to... he's a crypto guru and financial guru.
Yeah.
So he left the US. He has retired. He lives...
Is it Kenyan?
No. No, definitely
It's like,
not.
no.
Check him out.
I will.
Yeah. He lives a good life. Doesn't want to get married. He's rich. He has his house help who cooks and does the cleaning and everything. Yeah, having a good life, moving from city to city, anywhere he wants to live.
Because I kind of want to do some traveling from August.
That's
I think that's the only thing I can do now to just expand a bit of my thought process and stuff. But when I was talking about crypto, it's just because we're just bouncing on and off ideas. You can just buy ETH worth probably 20 or 10 Gs.
Yeah.
And keep stacking up, in bits, because those are the major coins.
Major coins, yeah.
How I would get into crypto right now, I would just maybe encourage someone to try with the major coins. The stable coins, let's call it stable coins.
Yeah.
So a bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then learn about the altcoins.
Yeah.
What happened with me with Solana is like when Solana was hype, I was told, you need to try Solana. But then I didn't know anything about crypto.
Yeah.
How much I put on Solana? I put like 130 Gs on Solana. But then Solana was how much? Like $100 there.
Yeah. And
now somebody tells me Solana, I'm just like, you fool.
When I'm
like, you fool. But don't talk to me. But now the other coins, but now once you start watching videos, you kind of understand like Solana is not performing well because we're not in the pandemic anymore. NFTs and artworks are not doing as they're not moving and trading as fast as they were during the pandemic. And that's because of a specific reason.
Yeah.
But they still probably bounce back in future and stuff. So you just keep them on the side. But majorly try Bitcoin, try Ethereum.
But I hear the experts saying this is not a good time to buy, that you should hold. But I know you can dollar cost average. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. But now I think it's the time actually to buy.
Now?
Yeah, but I'm not saying buy it. You go all in now.
That's why I'm saying no. Dollar cost average.
You can do every Monday or every Friday. Just pick a day.
I love people who are disciplined like that. There's a guy, I've forgotten his name. He's Indian. Every Monday, like he buys every Monday. That's a thing he does. Every Monday.
I sell every Friday and I buy every Monday.
Okay.
Now, because those are the peak times for people who come to buy and sell. So you'll notice like on weekends, the activity is high on crypto and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's actually the best time.
Time.
Asa now, unfortunately, if it gets you when there's something crazy happening. Like the SBF guy scamming people and stuff. Can you imagine you've just bought, then you've just come with your money you've bought, and then the news is released, and then you see everything going down.
You have to wait for 2 weeks or for 3 weeks.
Yeah. But it's just interesting to learn how to deal with such things, deal with business, deal with clients and things that you're passionate about. But like even the way you're saying, like just being at home and adjusting to all those things. For me, my adjustment has been to be like I had to give up like so many other clients that I actually liked working with them, but I was like, this might not secure my future. But all these other things that I'm focusing on now, they guarantee me a good future. Even if it's not me, my kids will have it easy. Have it easy.
Let me tell you right now, as long as you have somewhere to sleep, and you are eating every day, you're already blessed. You're already making it.
That's a good
like
start.
You're already making it. Life is hard, especially for Kenyans. The common wananchi.
I'm seeing it online.
There are people who have never, like this whole year, maybe they have not eaten meat.
I know. And that's why or
drank tea with milk.
You see, when I started posting my transformation and other things that I've been doing this year on TikTok, I can remember there's this one guy, shout outs to him, I can't remember the name, but he was so angry when I started posting. He was like, yo, you're wasting money.
Yo,
unagongo ukifanya hii. And then I just told him, bro, you need to understand one thing. Just understand, if you see me mentioning this, imagine there's somebody who's doing this times 100. And they're feeling nothing. Nothing. You know, like the way when I was picking marble for my table, there's this stone that I was shown at Elegant Fittings. That was a nice video. A lot of people liked it.
Yeah.
So the biggest slab was like 1.2
million.
Yeah. So it's not too big, probably like twice the size of this table. But the guy, there's some guys who in the comments and they were like, that's a waste of money. That's nini. I'm like, bro, I was just inquiring.
People are on different levels.
I'm inquiring. There's somebody who's coming to buy. 2 weeks later we came, all the slabs were gone. They were gone. They were not there. And these are Kenyans.
The market is there.
These are Kenyans, and it's Kenyans that you don't know.
I also saw a G-Wagon. I don't know it's KDL or what.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah. But people are buying.
What's the number of people who are buying cars this year? KDK and KDL.
And it's big cars at 5M going onwards. You know that?
Jeep Wranglers everywhere.
A lot.
Yeah. What is happening?
So you have to ask yourself, like, hey, by the way, can you imagine if this... Okay, I'm not saying that it shouldn't sound a lot. It sounds a lot. But understand, if somebody else is doing it... Me nowadays, I don't even want to put out names. But at times, I think I remember I used to ask myself something when I was like in like a financial corner trying to figure so many things out. I was like, how is this person really making money?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm smarter than this guy. How is this person making money? And I'm struggling here. So I didn't take it like I'm feeling bad, like Nini. I was just like, no, there has to be a way. There has to be a way. And I know it's not working. An 8 to 5 answering to a boss won't get me to this point. There's something else that people are doing differently, and I need to learn that. And I started just watching like financial videos, just learning about so many different things. And now like my financial portfolio, crazy. Yeah,
because I really thank you too, by the way, for changing my ideologies, because I've realized we are poor because of lack of knowledge.
It's just
so
knowledge.
Many people.
It's just information.
Because I remember I was like, I need to add another business now that I want to have 7 sources of income. And then when I started watching these videos, I was like, it's not active income that will make you wealth. It's not you running up and down the CBD looking crazy.
It has to be chilling out.
That will make you money.
Yeah, true.
It's not.
And that's not how most rich, wealthy people are moving. They are more laid back, but very strategic.
Yes, it's strategy.
They have passive income.
It is strategy, actually.
And I think for me also, one thing is like just establishing. And even this year, the one thing that I'm really doing a lot is just laying out financial structures for bringing me passive income. That's whether I work or not, money is still coming in.
Same.
Because there is no relief that you'll get better than that.
Yeah.
And I think anyone who watches me, maybe in my videos, it's at times I always try and like throw like a little bit of info, but I'm like, it's not my
Kenyans
place.
don't appreciate.
Yeah, it's not my place to do that because people see are signing up for uni, financial need. Really pay those professors.
Yeah.
If you think they'll do you good, you just go pay them. It's not my. I don't want one day ati I'm just going on my jog. Nashikwa kwa van narushwa ati kwa sababu napea people information.
You are getting nothing out of it.
Imagine.
You're getting nothing out of it.
And you know how Kenyans are. How Kenyan people can be like, these people just putting out information. Nini.
Tona to justice for John.
Track. That's why also
for 3 days
you need to understand.
The hashtag will trend and then we forget about you. On to the next. Back to Nyako.
True. Actually true. So just understand, loose lips sink ships. So just tread carefully, but just take time. And because if you go online now, what kind of content gets the most views? Gossip and entertainment. But I understand that's like a hideout for people.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, because like, okay, I'm not doing this and I'm not, let me try and run and hide in
and
information,
also my mind is lazy. It's not used to doing something active. Because let me tell you, sitting down to listen to a 2-hour podcast about finance, yuck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I don't love it.
Yeah.
If there is one thing I don't love, is sitting down to listen to those. I don't enjoy it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't enjoy it. But every day I'm like, this is the only way.
It's the only way.
The truth, the light.
It's the only place that information is. You know that.
It's the only way you'll get out of the hand-to-hand situation, mouth-to-hand situation.
Yeah.
And there's a quote that says, money is not everything, but money solves money problems, which are good problems to solve.
That's
so
true.
We need to educate ourselves. As much as people say, oh, money is not everything, like you can pay your rent on time.
You can't trade that for anything else.
You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about paying your employee. You don't have to worry about food.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about your shipments. Oh, my shipment is here. I need 100 Gs. You don't have to worry about that.
Can you remember?
The best place to be.
Can you remember a feeling where you're like, I don't know how I'm supposed to pay rent, and I don't know whether I'll be able to feed myself like tomorrow.
Kwanza, for business
That's
people,
the worst feeling
for
you can
business
have.
people, it's always like, I have 16K. I hope I'll get like 5K clients today.
Where?
Because you have a deadline today and you need 5K. And you don't know where these clients are going to come from.
You don't know. That's crazy.
You're just praying.
I would not wish that on anyone because that's the worst feeling.
Like you're not sure if you're going to make the 5K, the 2K. You're not sure if you're going to sell anything that day. You're not sure.
That's horrible. That's horrible. It's actually just, it's called wishful thinking. You're just there thinking like, okay, maybe Leo, maybe. And I remember there's a time I used to do like even that to sales and stuff. I'd make money. I'd even make like 50 Gs just doing sales and stuff. But that random money that's not systematic, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's coming in, yes, taking care of expenses. And then you go back to like, I hope to get client Leo.
You have to go back there. You have to go back there.
No, that's the worst thing that I would wish on my worst enemy. But we still keep it moving.
You've talked so much about work. So you talk about play. Right now I have friends. I'm actually excited about having friends. I didn't have friends. I didn't have friends. I wasn't investing in friendship. And then
it was just hustle.
And also it was, I'll meet you, we'll talk, but I won't let you in.
Really?
Like, it's just like, I know you, you know me.
I have that boundary, but like you're not letting people in.
Like we don't talk every day. We can just meet. Now, right now it's good. I have 2 friends. You're so close. It's nice. It's nice going on dates. It's nice cooking together. It's so good.
So you meet up, do those nini?
Yeah, we actually plan for dates as well.
Okay, I'll call you back, Mr. Victor.
That's why you put my phones like that. Because I don't want to see you'll be distracted.
No, I'll just send him. I'm supposed to respond to his email, but I'll do something. They want me to do like a Sony talk thing.
Oh, that's nice. You see, it's opening things.
Yeah, I hope
this investment.
I'm just saying.
He's opening channels.
I'm just saying. So anyway, you were talking about friendships. That's also important. To me,
it's so important.
I have too many friends.
You can imagine
I had
every
to
weekend.
share a bit kidogo because mine was too much.
Like
so
every weekend, you have to cling on to your partner. Like, I have to spend time with you. Or you want to go and spend time with other people. I have to spend time with you.
That's not healthy.
You know,
right?
But right now, it's just like I have plans on Saturday. So...
And then you actually go hang out with your friends.
Yes.
I've seen you doing cocktails. I've seen you at the Giraffe Center. Wait, you had never gone to Giraffe Center?
No.
What?
Imagine, and I was born and raised in Nairobi.
That's crazy. I saw that video and then I was like, but that's how, at times, some of the most little things.
Yeah.
And actually, when you posted that, I saw the video and I think I remember I asked... some girl, like I was just talking to, I was like, yo, by the way, have you been to Nini? Yo, she's like, no, I've never, by the way. I was just like, so it's not just you.
It's like, let me tell you, for men, there are so many date ideas like you can do. You don't even have to spend so much money, especially,
tell me, like,
especially if you have a car, it will be easier for you. Like Giraffe Center, it's such a good experience.
True.
Like if a man took me there, a bonus point. I would have given you a point.
Really?
Because it's a new experience. I hadn't experienced.
You already know what we're doing for the next 2 weeks.
And then plays. But I don't know. It depends with the girl.
No, like what else?
Because like people don't love to experiment.
People here, there are some people here. If it's not shisha,
like
drinks, and clubs.
But
now that's for where you come in and actually introduce something different. But if somebody appreciates that, I know that's like always a good thing.
Yeah. So, umesema cocktails.
Yeah, you do.
Remember the last episode, what I told you?
You don't drink?
Yeah.
So now?
But now you're mentioning drugs. So right now we are back. Things happened. The pandemic was...
Those indoors were long hours.
And then also the stress. You also know things are happening. Like there's so many things are happening when it comes to adulthood. So nikajiambia, I cannot die sober.
Yeah,
this thing will take me out. If I continue like this,
COVID finishes you, and you're just there. You haven't had fun. You've not drunk.
Not even about fun. Sometimes I think it was like us. To just get away, to just get high and get away.
Forget.
Kidogo too, But then I realized, because I've quit for 5 years, I realized like your body right now I drink. What are we smoking?
I don't know. Just asking. I mean, that's a general question.
If it's anything legal, yeah. But not all the time.
Oh, okay.
Don't put it like that.
Yeah. No. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe
not
I'm saying shisha.
Drugs. Yeah. That's why I told you if it's anything legal.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think people call that thing jacoya nowadays.
So,
ever had some terms paka you're like, oh, okay.
Ilitoka wapi? By the way, wajakoya alikuwa anakaa tu with his durag. Straight.
Man, no disrespect, but I remember like my friends at the time. We'll go back. Don't forget, we're going back to friendship. Remember my friends were like, I'm telling you, mse anachukua presidency. And then at the time, I was like, you know what?
No.
Here's the thing. If that actually happens, I have to move to a different country. Because everything that I'm working hard for makes no sense. Because there is no way. I'm sure he's a good person.
Yeah.
I can tell he's very intelligent and stuff. But I was just like, for president, surely, apana. We can do all these other things for fun, nini. But let's not just push it. No. So,
but Pia, Kura, it's not on social media. Even if someone is popular on social media, people don't vote. May remember people who are like, ba. Actually, my close friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, umeenda kuvote? Because me, I wasn't interested.
They didn't
vote. Now you're like, ba. You are not voting. People on social media don't vote.
They don't.
They take that as a holiday to go and drink and party.
But that day, I did my finger like this with a pen. Because every time I kept on going to where I was staying, like going to the shops and nini, guys like, hey, auja vote?
Kwani people care about...
Auja vote?
People don't mind their business there.
Well, I just had to come up with a plan real quick. I just did my pen like this.
Why? Kwani what would have happened?
No, because I'm tired of answering nini. It's like mbona hujavote.
So unawambia nilifika kwa nyumba nikaosha mkono ikatoka ama niliosha mkono.
No, that thing was not coming off like atinini immediately. What do you mean? And then it was everybody was like so serious about it. Like, maze mbona hujavote. No, na watu kama nyinyi, let me talk about people like you are the problem. But I'm like, hey, bro. In fact, I've just stayed away because I don't want to be a problem.
Yeah.
Let me just stay
and
away.
I'm not even talking about it.
I'm not talking about it, but I think so many people took it seriously.
Yeah.
But I think even Africa in leadership terms, it's just different from how it operates. But funny enough, once you start reading about global news, you realize like all these other countries, they're just fucked up like that.
Zote.
They're stealing money from people are getting arrested every other month.
Zote, the
in
whole
every other
world.
countries. People are stealing money, they're corrupt, all those things are just everywhere.
The only countries nafikiria wanaweza kuwa poa ni China na North Korea. I feel like because they have dictators.
They do, but they steal from other countries and manipulate Nini.
Stealing from other countries.
So
I'm just
if it
saying
comes to
their
morals,
government
if it comes
is
to,
like with their rules, obviously.
Yeah, to a few
Straight.
chosen ones, but what they do to other people, they control,
to other people.
lend cash and just manipulate and acquire. Everybody has something that they want to control, steal. Yeah. So it's very hard to find like a pure country that doesn't have any of those two corruptions. So in general, but so back to friendship. You're saying like now you have to at least time to go out with your
friends. Yeah, we go out. And friendship is a beautiful thing. I know women sometimes can be snakes, but I mean, you guys are dealing with men and you're complaining about women. What are men doing? What are men doing? Take 1 hour to
but
men.
it's hard to actually find genuine people that you click with, you like, and you enjoy their company. So once you get that, it feels...
true. But I feel like you also should not have this mentality like it's supposed to be a forever thing. Like if it gets to a place where it's no longer working, just let it go and get new friends. As I told you, life is all about experience. No, if any of my friends are watching podcasts, I'm not saying
from a bad place. Just
I'm
like
just
things
saying,
don't work out.
You know, kishkilia vitu. That's when your heart is broken. You're like, my friends betrayed me, but you're punishing.
I had to let go of so many things because there was a point I was just like, why is everyone doing this to me? But it's just they're just people being people. Yeah,
and if you're like, I'm never gonna have friends again, I'm not. You're not affecting the other people. You're actually affecting yourself because you'll not be able to receive love. You'll not be able to give love. It's just like, don't punish Anastasia for what Stella did to you.
I would never take baggage from a previous Nini to the next person.
Yeah.
But the last person, I'm like,
so
that's nothing to do with me.
Yeah. I don't even know them. I don't.
So that's why when you go back to in terms of like things like money, now I know if somebody needs, there's money I know I can lend, I won't feel bad if this doesn't come back. Like 2K sour, 3K sour, but past 5K, please call family, relatives, all
call
those
the bank.
They have to, because I want to give you money that I won't feel bad.
The same way. Are you investing in crypto money that you're not afraid of losing?
That's actually...
Because that's the first rule.
Well, I'll show you my bond portfolio.
Okay, Sarah.
Because I know because you're an interesting... Because I know about numbers. Do you mind if I show her something? Just... I know it's taking pictures or videos.
Both.
Sir, thank you. Let me just show her something. But it's because that I don't care about. What I've showed you, that's there.
Okay.
I don't care. If it goes tomorrow, I'm good.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we've learned things over the pandemic, right?
And you're never afraid of the apps being on your phone because someone can be like, give me the key phrases.
What do you mean?
Transfer what? See your crypto to the account.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
There's so many ways of protecting crypto. Just learn about them.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's on your phone.
But how do you know it's there?
Okay.
Yeah, how do you know?
But if someone finds out you have it, and it's like, I know
I move. That's why I've told you, like, with so many things I've been doing, I move a bit different now.
Yeah.
There's so many. Even there's some people that the same way I can show you something or talk about.
Yeah.
some people I can't show because like they're nut jobs.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you need to realize the same way we were talking like 5 years ago. Now you can't just go running your mouth around to everyone because you don't know who will be listening and who will be like have bad intentions and stuff.
True.
That's for the bonds. And show you but this is just one of them. But I'll show you my emergency
local
fund.
bonds or?
Yeah, these are local bonds.
Okay.
I do have like, what are they called? Some mutual funds. And then this is my emergency. For now, for one side.
For one side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this makes me safe when I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
But now you have that stash.
Because now if you lose your gear, well, am I umensure?
Come on now.
Okay. So sorry.
Mkiniekea mchele. The next Monday we're unboxing. Video.
We are back on.
We're unboxing newer gear. So I mean,
I was robbed. Pale TikTok will be there telling you sorry, man.
But the thing is, all those things now have had to deal with them. Insurance premiums go higher. My medical cover has to be a bit okay now. Sorry. So now that means if I was running somewhere out there, I collapse, an ambulance has to come pick me up and stuff. 2-3 years ago, I collapse. What?
Collapse mtu anduthi. Tumpeleke usi.
And then they just leave me there. What do you mean? So,
true.
But so now it's precautions you have to take as you grow.
Yeah.
Because Kitambo was like, mbona ni spend this on nini? I'm like, no. It's actually important because now you're here for a slightly bigger purpose.
Yeah.
And I have to keep reminding myself that. At times it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the smallest things, I'd be like, it's okay I knew this person's character because I'd have brought them into something that's deeper, much bigger, and then they cause me more harm, or
pain,
I lose more pain.
Exactly, betrayal is painful.
It's very painful.
Yeah,
you'd lose more, so I'd rather just
figure out
mapema.
The early stages.
Kuleni hizo matuke ina shida.
Haina shida.
So it's all good.
Bora mkuli bond nimeona hapo.
Exactly. Kuna vitu zingine za maana but I also understand that's why even just people you keep around with information you put out, now it's up to you to control. Control. Yeah. I can tell this person this. I can tell this person that. I can tell this person this. No, the specific reasons, because I remember you asked me like, you don't have an emergency fund. Fuck.
You need it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, by the way, if I'm not able to pay rent for next month, what's gonna happen?
Like you don't know what will happen this month.
But I was so YOLO because like I have clients all over the place and money is coming in.
Now you're working with the assumption.
That
next month you will have a gig.
But pandemic came now.
Yeah.
So now
imagine if you're working at 8 to 5.
I can't.
Your job ends today.
I can't.
Today.
I can't. Especially after pandemic. If you didn't learn that, that's the craziest.
Like if you don't learn anything,
imagine if you have
during this season.
If you have 3 kids, you've been laid off. First of all, your wife anakuacha. Because all those holidays you're supposed to take them, kids are like, Daddy, we're supposed to go for a trip.
When we were thinking about holidays, we can't even pay school fees right now.
No, but
we don't have time to think about holidays.
The funny thing about being a kid, even if you're broke, if your kid is in a happy home, they're still happy. They can share pieces of food kidogo nini. You're happy, you and your sis. Dad is there, mom is there. You're happy. You know that. You don't realize you're broke until now. Maybe in school, people are brushing. Like, there's a school trip. You guys can't go. Maybe things that sausages, you no longer eat sausages in the house. Yeah, people are coming with some crazy sandwiches, chuo, by the way. You've come with 2 bananas. But if you as a kid, if you brought your kid right, they still appreciate, like, they know they have an apple, they have a banana, they are happy as long as they have nice friends around them, nini. A kid will always be. But as you grow now, things start changing kidogo. You're like, oh, I don't have this, Nani has this. But now it also just depends on. Yeah. On the drug issue that I was telling you, because right now I know so many people are using drugs because we're going through a hard time. I don't even think our parents, baby boomers in 2008, went through what you're going through right now. It's right difficult. Now I feel like it's crazy. It's crazy. So many people are using drugs, and ukiona mimi ndo nimefika, because I was one of the strongest soldiers. 5 years.
I'd quit, and then I was like, hey, I'm not gonna
like
die.
You're pure, not taking anything,
not
no
taking
alcohol,
anything,
nothing.
no nothing, just going home, sleeping,
That's
movies.
strong. Hey?
And then now I went back, and now when I went back full mode, because I thought my body will handle the alcohol and everything and the partying like it used to 5 years ago. But I've realized when you quit, your body actually changes. You can't...
Like your tolerance is like double shot if you're high.
Hata uendelee aje, like the more... Like right now, I don't even have that craving to go outside. Because it's just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that lifestyle. First of all, I quit because I wanted to quit that lifestyle of going out. Because me, I love partying. If you start drinking now, I'll be like, oh, let's go out. I'm the one
you have to. You have to take it to the next level.
Let's go to a club. Let's go somewhere. Let's
go
somewhere. And I want to stay there mpaka asubuhi. So right now, I was overdoing. I actually went mpaka Aluta. Do you know Aluta?
No.
Yeah, you have.
Tell me. Ever tell me.
No. Aluta
maybe even for my audience needs to know what
Aluta is. Sort of club during Sunday. Club during Sunday morning. It starts Sunday morning.
Like the way 1824 normally has like on a Sunday school. So now you in gear.
So Aluta is like loft. There's loft. Yeah, you drink Saturday usiku. And then
loft
Sunday
is the crazy place I've seen people like drinking
exactly.
too.
Sunday asubuhi, another party is starting.
No, I can't do that now.
So you can imagine like we were partying for 17 hours straight.
When was this?
In December.
This last December?
Yes.
Hi.
Imagine.
What?
Yeah, imagine. It was so crazy. Mpaka mimi nikajiuliza, is this what is happening in Nairobi these days?
But people,
sikuacha kukiwa hivi.
People go out. Now it's just too much.
Just
too much.
Even right now, yani, I'm just tired. And I'm happy that my body tolerance towards alcohol and drugs is less. Because at least it won't become a problem.
Moderation, right?
Yeah, it won't become a problem. But you see, with the stress that people are going through now.
What's this stress that Nini?
Hey.
Okay, no. Listen, okay, I know exactly what you're saying, but I think people are forgetting that even our parents used to have stress. You know that, but I think now the closest escape has been. I know so many people are doing drugs. Alcohol problem, pills, smoking continuously, all those things, like the people who can't stop.
Yeah.
But now it's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
No, it's a temporary fix. When you see people like Snoop with Khalifa smoking, they're having fun in the studio. They're making records. They're going to monetize what they're doing. But, you can't just live you can't just be smoking like Snoop every day.
Yeah.
And that's a whole millionaire.
But cheap dopamine inakuita.
But at the end of it all, you still know it's a temporary fix. So what next after that?
Yeah,
because I think if you're chasing the dopamine, like you've said, I think once you come back sober, you're like, okay.
Yeah, because now I told myself, you have to come up with other habits that make you happy. So that when life happens, because life is going to happen, you don't run back. Because I realized when life happened, I ran back to what I knew in 2017. So it was like a wake-up call for me. You have to come up with other habits, not just work until you don't have anything that you consider fun. Yeah. So when life happens, you're like, oh, I want to loosen up, I want to have some fun. You run back to your old habits.
I think even people who know me now, they know about moderation. I think where did we go? I think like a month ago, we went to some place, I keep forgetting, is it the forest? Because... I think, and I think my friends don't mind me sharing this, because we were ordering drinks and stuff. So two friends of mine who are like, hey, me don't want to drink because if I start drinking,
it's nice.
I can't control myself.
Yeah.
And then me, I was like, what do you mean you can't control yourself? But they actually know. They're saying if they sip once, they can't stop.
They can't stop.
But me, I'm the type of person genuinely can go out. If I say it's one beer, I can just have one beer. Have a biting or a snack. If we're doing glasses of wine, sour. If we're doing glasses of champagne, I can do one glass and just bounce. I'm good. Okay, sour, let's go do something else. Where do you want to go? It's very easy. And when you do that, you spend less. You're in control of so many different things. You're not walking around carrying random people to the house.
True.
Like for me now, I can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
It's too risky.
It's now too risky.
It's now too risky. I
It's
can't
now
do
too risky.
it. I can't move like that
The
anymore.
higher you go, the more...
There's a time, Paka was just like, okay, I miss those days where I could just make calls and then just hang out with people.
Even being on social media keeps you accountable as a person.
Yes. True. True.
Because honestly, there are some things, if I was just like, I'm not saying I'm not that famous, but you will get to Big Square and there's one person who knows you.
You're
and
walking and then there's somebody like...
And then we're in the era of you'll be taking a video.
Of course. Kwanza now. There's pay for snitches. Mpaka I was just like, oh my God. So if you're somewhere doing something crazy, somebody will record you and then get paid for it. So
in the club, you want to kujiachilia, you want to dance with people, you have to want to have fun, but you just like, your sixth sense tells you tomorrow.
Yeah, just be careful. So just small, not technical difficulty, but we just ran out of storage. But there's so much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So we were saying about like just things like moderation, and I was saying about how our parents also like had stress. It's just for us that I think everyone is thinking of the easiest way out.
Yeah.
And not looking at it as a temporary life mishap.
Yeah.
It might be you're waiting for that job promotion, it hasn't come through. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Your friend has bought a new car and you're nining, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, true.
Just wait for your turn, you'll get yours.
True.
I think there's somebody, I don't know who was telling, I don't know whether I was telling her or like somebody else I was working with. I was like, somebody who's just like, that comment, I looked at it and I was just like, what's wrong with this person?
Yeah.
Said like, I've seen you've done everything, but now you just need a new car. And then I was just like, here's what ran across my mind. You know what? Maybe I should buy a car tomorrow. And then I was like, no.
to prove a point.
No. And then I was just
That's
like,
ego talking.
I was just like, now I'm just speaking from a very silly place.
Because you're like, I can afford a car if I wanted one.
Like if I want to go and get a new one, I can actually buy one without like taking a loan.
He can even get 0 mileage. I've seen his portfolio.
No, relax,
crazy.
Relax. But that's why I was saying like, let me not get off track.
Yeah.
And forget like
exactly
how I got in this position. And just like being systematic with, it's so easy if you have a certain amount of money, if you built a certain amount of money, you can even get a brand new car and it can pay itself off slowly. Because your secured assets are secured assets. They're not going anywhere. You can just renew slowly.
True.
So I don't need to stress myself about that. I love my classic car. It's nice, beautiful. It's a nice car, right?
It is.
Paka,
you love it so much.
A lot. Because I posted all them. Paka was like, how does this person not understand I love this car so much? But that's what I'm saying
and
at times.
And it's just like even someone commenting that is so stupid of you, because if you see how the apartment is being transformed and the amount that is being quoted on video, you already know he can buy a car if he wanted to.
Yes. So I'm just saying.
It's not his priority at the moment, but if he wanted to.
If I wanted to, I would. But I was just like, I know when I wanted to get a new one. So let me just stick to my plan. And I think that's where like a lot of people now, just sticking to their plan. And being patient.
Being patient, true.
Create a system, be patient, and learn things online.
Yeah, true.
There's so much information
to
online.
Learn. Yeah.
You're not being charged for it. It's free.
It's free.
And I think that's why, like, for my podcast, I would want, if somebody is watching an episode, like we said, when people think about, like, okay, people want to talk about serious things like relationships, money, and no, I don't want that. I want to go to something that will entertain me, like a gossip, I can chip in.
Yeah.
That's well said and done, but at the end of it, you still have to face life.
You still have to,
You still have to face life.
But that makes me think so many people don't go as per their plan because they think about other people and what other people are going to say. And, I'm making this amount, like I want it to reflect.
Yeah.
I'm not going to live below my means. I'm going to have this instant gratification so that people can know. It's more about people than you. You know you have this money, but you don't have to show everyone. You have to go step by step and plan your life.
I think there's a friend I was talking to, and then I was just having that discussion about the car with them. And then they were like, "So you buy." But I'm like, bro, you're missing the point.
The point.
I've just tried to explain to you this whole time. What do you
Yeah.
mean you buy? Because I'm like, yes, but that's not what I want now. I can put this money here and it will just ripple effect in more dividends, maybe payouts, and because I have spread out this is just a tip, by the way. If you angukia a chunk of money, spread out like your dividends.
Yeah.
Because at least your money is not being chewed by inflation, one. And two, it can just maintain like your lifestyle, like rent, utilities, and all those little basic things. You'll just be okay. And that's like now has been like my format. So now I don't want to think about like rent. I want, if it's coming to creative process, like I was doing my TikToks, and then every other time I'm like, imagine I had this gear in my house and I haven't used it.
You haven't.
Because pressure.
Because of pressure. You don't get to think about anything else other than paying your bills. And this is what I was telling you about me having someone attend at the shop. It's like I always had to think about business. I can't even think about anything else. Yeah. But right now I have this meditation practice in the morning because I'm not in a hurry. I wake up in the morning and I just relax.
How do you meditate?
I start my day slowly. Sio, clients are calling me.
Are you saying that because I run in the morning? Are you saying that because I run in the morning?
No, I'm saying like my day is slower. It's like I'm living in Coast, but I'm in Nairobi. It's more productive.
Yes.
Even in terms of how I think, in terms of my strategies, in terms of my
what you
planning.
accomplish, and even just plan, because I think that's the worst thing that you can have. I'm telling guys like right now, understand when I'm doing something, you see it on TikTok, it's because I'm at peace. I'm at peace.
True.
I didn't know, like, even that setup that we've talked about the camera, that's a setup like I just did 2 days ago.
Wow.
And I've had this camera and lenses for like the longest time, but I didn't have like just peace of mind.
Yeah.
But of course the apartment had to come correct first.
Correct.
Before all these other things. And since you've brought up like meditation, how important is that, and how like do you just go your way about it? Because me, running is therapeutic to me. Come take a shower. After my run, I'm good. I can do anything. So you've said meditation.
Like last year, so many things were happening, and it started affecting my my health. Like every morning I'll wake up, I'm so anxious, like I throw up every morning. Now you don't have anything. The previous night I didn't even eat probably, so my stomach is empty. So I'm just throwing up the bile juice. Is it bile juice?
Yeah.
The yellow thing.
Yeah.
The yellow-green thing,
That's
one.
Crazy.
Every morning. And then I realized, I can get ulcers or something like this. And then, after that, I'm just going through life. I'm not even taking my time to sit down and
relax,
think.
Just what's going on?
What's going on? So that's when I started watching Yes Theory. I don't know if you know them.
I do.
Yeah, when I started watching Yes Theory and Thomas. So I realized how just sitting and just breathe. So I started the breathing exercise, especially when I feel like puking. I started the breathing exercises.
It was that bad?
It was bad. I was puking every day.
And it's for no reason at all. You just wake up.
I don't even know how to explain it.
That's crazy. And you're not going to give a speech somewhere.
I'm not a parent. And I'm like, you're putting so much pressure on yourself.
Pressure, yeah.
You're so young. Why do you want to achieve all these things so fast?
Yeah.
It's like, slow down.
I think
sometimes I feel like I put pressure on myself so much that hata watu wako na watoto, they are living life, having fun.
Have you ever seen like you go in a supermarket and you're like, hey, okay, how do these people do it?
I fear.
Because they're like 3 children. They're running, is pulling you, another one is screaming. And then they're just like, you know what? The ones that I respect the most. You see those mothers who are always like just ignoring the kids. It's like there's nothing happening.
It takes a village. The village, it's your time.
The kid is screaming. But I'm like, how you this is here in the shop. You're telling me even at home you're going back to this. And then I'm just like, I respect that. Because you need to, can you imagine how you have to like just chill. And that same kid who's bugging you, get home, it's like,
because these
I'm
days
hungry.
I'm
hungry.
In the morning, I don't want noise. So imagine if you because that really helps me.
That kid will wake you up in the morning.
Me, like through those seasons that I had, like it's now a practice. Yeah. In the morning, I just want quiet time. I have my 1 hour to read, maybe a 1 hour in class if it's a day like today when I'm coming to. I have an activity to do, but maybe if I'm at home the whole day, at least it's not like papa 1 hour.
Not crazy.
Yeah, it's not crazy. Yeah, so at least right now I feel I'm in a better place. Like you see the way you hear people say anxiety, like those are people who don't know about life. Like it's real.
It's something that's real.
You get so anxious for no reason.
I think anxiety to me maybe came that it hit me like I think last year. Because my mom was in hospital with COVID and stuff. Just that recovery period. It wasn't last year or last year, but
you're seeing other people's parents like
going. And then now here's the thing. I remember, was it last year? But I'm just trying to remember the specific period. And then I remember at the time I was just like, I'm looking at my account. I'm like, there's no way I can help my mom. I'm just trying to see like, okay, what else am I supposed to do? Because I'm like, do I sell the car? Do I do this? But I'm seeing like, even if I sell the car, I don't think it's going to be enough money to nini. So I was just like, you know what? Now I appreciate and respect other things way more.
Yeah.
Like health-wise, I remember she had a problem with breathing. Yeah. So now when I'm running, I'm like, no, I have to run because my energy is there. Yeah. I understand what it takes. Seeing somebody who can't breathe well and stuff. Money, I understand why it's important to grind. And not just earn money, but how you can multiply it, grow it rapidly, and also just invest in your future. Things like medical insurance, those are things now priority to me. Even like my insurance guy has just been like, you need to renew,
Yeah.
So to me, it's not like those things of like, si ati nikikosa kuwa mgonjwa. What if? What if it happens? Because having like car insurance is compulsory. It's illegal to drive in the country.
Yeah.
Without car insurance.
Because we are one like medical bill away from poverty. No matter how much money
medical bills
you have.
will wipe you out clean. So when I see people saying like M-Pesa, like we need help, usijiulize ati like, I thought they had money.
Yeah.
Medical bills like wipe you clean.
Even if you have millions in your bank right now in terms of savings.
Gone.
One medical bill.
Where? Gone. So a good start would be like, because we're still in the topic of health, a good start would be like, if you can afford medical health, just pay for it. If you are reckless, you live a reckless lifestyle.
Especially as young people.
Get it.
We don't take these things seriously.
Me, I was just like, you know what? I don't want to ever be in this position again. So now there's some basic things like just eating right. I try and eat right.
Yeah, exercise.
Exercise. And so even when you brought up something like meditation and you talk about anxiety, I'm like, I understand why that's important. But to me, I'm telling you, that's the only time I think I could wake up in the morning and I'm like, I hope I was dreaming because there's no way. I'm like, no, you need to go back to hospital today. I was just like, oh, shit.
For real?
I was just like, no, this is not happening. Every time you sleep, I'm like, I hope it's not true when I wake up in the morning. And then I tried like, taking a few shots, sleep. You wake up in the morning, that reality is not going anywhere.
It hits you.
It's important to understand how to deal with hardships because one way or another, you'll still have to.
You will. Life will always life.
Yeah, we'll just come with something unexpected at you and you'll have to handle it.
True. So mental capacity, like mental stamina, it's really important.
And it's actually all here. I think making money, it's all here. Dealing with relationships. Life, personal growth, it's all mental.
Yeah, because I feel like mental. Even after this whole period where I was having my battles inside, after that, like I appreciate, even when I have a good day, like even right now in this moment, you're like, oh my God, I feel so peaceful. Like, hakuna kitu inani stress, nothing. Even when I have a meal, I finish like the whole plate. I'm like,
it's like that was a good meal.
I had the appetite. I had the appetite. These days I even enjoy meals. Like every flavor, I'm just like, I'm enjoying this meal. Because there was a time I didn't have the appetite. I was eating because I have to. I was forcing myself.
Because you don't want to wake up the next day. You don't have the strength to go and hustle. But so now, like, if you're just to give advice to maybe like young people who are suffering from that, because I know like also like girls, there's too much peer pressure around. Guys are okay, like I think, but I think guys kind of get hit with reality differently.
Yeah.
Because we don't get favors for anything.
Yeah,
A guy can be a hard worker.
Yeah.
Those rewards before they come, my friend,
Inachukua time.
Ina take time. But I think for chicks, if you're, let's say, young, you're pretty, so many other things will always be offered to you because, because of your youth.
Yeah, true.
You know how to carry yourself.
Yeah,
I think you understand what I'm saying. And any other girl who's not getting that might feel discouraged because they're like, okay, what am I lacking? What do I have to do? And, and you just become such an easy kind of prey to people who can manipulate and control you because they're like, I know what your problem is and I know what I can dangle in front of you to control you. So like what advice maybe would you give to like girls who, they don't know, haven't figured it out, dealing with anxiety, success, all those things?
What I can say is what really helped me is when I woke up and I remember that day I prayed and when I meditated, because these days I feel like even writing, it really helps you know exactly what. You might wake up and think, oh, it's because I'm fighting with you.
Yeah.
This is why I'm stressed.
Fighting with who?
No, I'm just saying, like, for example.
Oh, okay. I get you.
It's because you're fighting with someone, maybe you're fighting with your partner. That's why you're stressed. But there's something deeper than that.
Yeah, that's true. There's always
and
something.
And I realized, and that day when I did my meditation, I realized, oh, it's because I'm hanging on to the way I thought life should be.
Yeah.
The way I thought my life should look like.
Yeah.
Like how it's starting to look like now, it wasn't the plan. You know?
Yeah.
Like I want to be in control. I want my plan to work, not this whole thing that is happening right now. You know? When I realized that and I decided to let go and I realized, you know what? Life is to be experienced. Actually, I was listening to another Indian, leader. I don't know how they're called.
Who?
On YouTube.
Is it the guy with white beard? And
exactly.
He's the wise one. I know him.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name.
And he said life is all about experiences. And that was my wake-up call.
Yeah, I think I also learned from that.
That was my wake-up call.
He was talking about once you don't hold it in.
Don't hold it in. Like if your business has failed, that was an experience. Yeah. You go and do something different.
Yeah. You learn from it. Don't hold into
and I realized,
I'm stressed, depressed.
Oh, wow, I don't want at the end of my life to be like, oh, I only did this one thing and I died. I only ran one business and I died. Yeah. Like there is nothing juicy about my journey.
And I think if you watch YouTube videos and you watch like success stories, you're like, no, everybody has gone through this. It wasn't like all up. From Akina, Microsoft, Apple. Imagine starting a company and being kicked out of your company and seeing it grow.
Imagine.
People have gone through so much.
So much.
You're here like with a small hurdle and you're like...
Yeah, so many people that I listen to on the financial sector, most of them, wanasemanga pia wao, they had a wake-up call. 2008, they were losing everything. Yeah. They were losing houses.
Yeah.
Ada Sean Cannon was Think Media. He was like, we lost everything.
That's like our... pandemic thing, because them 2008 now, that's when Pia.
Even Ray Dalio, right?
Yes.
He lost everything in 2008. Yep. So I'm like,
but all these people bounced back.
Yeah, they bounced back.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. They learned their mistakes.
Yeah.
And now they're where they are.
They're handling things differently.
So it's our time to learn our mistakes.
And when you hear Kwanza how much people lost, you're like,
houses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, remember me saying this. That's why when I'm saying, like, somebody's scamming me like 2Gs, Nini.
Yeah.
It's even 100 right now, but 100 I'm saying because I'm in a better position, right? Even 100, I'll be like, it's okay because there could have been more that I could have lost with having you around or trusting you in this way.
And he would have maybe she would have become a liability because,
of course.
I feel like right now, whoever you get into a relationship with, especially long term, or get married to eventually, really dictates how your life is gonna go.
And I think, like, even just
they really do.
Finances, first of all, and finances, as much as people never want to have that conversation, it contributes to almost everything. So I know for a fact, like for me, there's some chicks I'm just like, okay, this one's just for short term. Because there's not literally like, it would be like, we'd have a conversation about A, B, C, and D. and you do something completely different. And it would ruin like your financial situation or what you had.
And now it becomes your problem.
Yes. Because I genuinely do care about you. Now it stresses me as well.
Now imagine they're your wife.
Hey,
they have done something stupid. They have taken a loan even against you. Now, anaitishwa do.
Vitu zako zinakujiwa.
Who will be auctioned? Your house.
Me, I'm just going to do my choo-choo with my car up or like, where's my car? Where did I park? My car is gone. And it starts with small things, because those small things are what will affect you. And people don't understand. You think it's a game now, but trust me.
I listened to this person who's called Bedros and Kulian Show. I think it's a podcast about men, but I don't know why I listened to it. But he says how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Everything.
These days I usually judge people by that.
You just have a look at someone, you're like,
I'm like, that's how you do your thing, because that's how you'll do everything.
Of course. And you can immediately tell, and it's never far-fetched, because you'll actually start seeing everything else around them. You're like,
yeah,
makes sense. You can't control yourself with this small thing. You can't do this. You can't. Then everything else just falls into place in how you do.
Yeah.
Like people just love chaos, and that's just how they operate.
And that's just
you
how
think
they
it's a one-time
operate.
thing. Like, that's just, in fact, their life won't be fun, or they
Without
can't
the
sleep
chaos.
without the chaos.
Chaos, true.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just interesting to know how people live and move. But I think I prefer to learn from people's mistakes and not find myself in the same shoes. I won't do the same mistake I've seen.
And I realized my toxic trait when it came even to friends, I was looking for me in other people.
You can't. Crazy.
That is why for such a long time I didn't have friends, because I was like, they have to do things my way.
Weren't they behaving the same way? No. So now you can imagine, you have, like, you've said you have a handful of friends.
Yeah.
You have so many friends. And it kept on getting frustrating. It's like, what, isn't this like common sense?
Exactly.
This like common? Why would you?
Exactly.
Then I realized, like, listen, that's not my place. All I can do is I can mention it. It's like, hey, by the way, I don't think this is and then me, I'm out. Yeah. So you handle whatever you need to handle the way you handle it, because that's the best way you can do it. If I was in that position, I wouldn't have done the same. But, I guess you just live and learn.
Yeah, true. Because I feel that's why I got into the point of I'm here to experience people. Like, I'm not here to put on the burden of you're supposed to be a forever thing. Because now if I look for forever thing, I'm looking for me.
You've been very specific with that. Is there a reason why?
I know.
You don't even have a poker face at times when you're talking about. It's something I say to you, and I know the exact reaction that you're going to give. In fact, I'm like, Anastasia, you need to learn how to put a poker face on. Like, somebody can just like say something and just like, no, I actually mean, hey, listen. You haven't learned that from like YouTube videos.
No, me, I love expressing myself. I want to see you to see me.
Yeah, okay, but back to what you're saying.
I was saying?
You're saying that.
Yeah, I was looking for me.
No,
you know why I keep repeating that is because I'm experiencing a really beautiful life with my friends. And it's just like I've been missing out on this.
Imagine.
Because I've been putting my standards into other people's lives. It's just like I love you with your shortcomings. That's not how I will do my way, but allowing them to live their life and me to live my life.
Which makes sense. And, anyone who's an adult, they understand exactly what you're talking about, because those are things you'll go through every single day.
Because you see, now,
it will frustrate you, but once you understand, you're like, okay, now that's just how everybody is.
He's not interested in the financial blah, 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 but she's really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you need to know these things, but she's not interested.
Yep. But here's the thing, I'm always talking about finances.
Looking into the future, I'll start overthinking the situation.
Yes. And you can't let everyone's kind of problem on any be there. For me, I realized, like, even when it comes to finances, when you come to me and ask about a tip about something, nowadays I can just have that one-on-one, like whether you can do this, and this. This is less risky. This is good. At least this one, there's no tax here. Here there might be tax, but this is a percentage. But I'll give you every specific detail because you asked me. I'll be like, my friend actually asked me this because they know I'm good at this. I'll give you that breakdown. But so now I realize, like, if somebody's not in need, but what I know is, like, we all have to deal with money.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. can say, oh, it doesn't interest me. Give it time.
It will.
Give it time. Give it time. It'll be like, by the way, like, it will come and ile time. Ulikuwa unanishow.
By the way, totally divert kutoka kwa swali yako and uliniuliza advice I'll give
Yeah. Young girls who are feeling pressured and...
One, you have to learn how to be patient. Because you'll be in situations, because I also have friends. Now, these are not close. You know, there are those people when you just know each other and then they're friends.
Yeah.
I know people who are being taken care of and they're living a good life.
Very good life.
A good life.
Yeah.
That's
on the way. It must be nice. It must be nice.
A good life.
Yeah.
And then you're just there toiling, hustling.
Yeah.
But you know what? Your hands and your brain zinaumia. Yeah, guess ni wapi kunaumia.
Yeah.
Because she has, whenever anaitwa,
you have to go.
Show up.
You have to stop anything that you're doing.
It's no longer your life.
Yeah.
Someone else is controlling you.
But you also have to, that's like short-term peer, because, you know, they can always be replaced.
And they will replace you, because why are they replacing their wife in the first place? Because you are the shiny object.
Yep.
And then they will do what they want to do with the shiny object, because at the end of the day, familiarity will happen.
Of course.
On to the next.
No, but of course, I mean, if any young girls are listening, that's just...
If you can build something of your own,
it's not a
I'll
bad
advise you do it.
Yeah. Because now the way things are, if you are easily swayed with like, because I'm always saying like, and even for me, like when we have conversations with, I know everyone online is always saying about like, yo, money. If he doesn't have money, me, I'm always saying this. If the only thing that your girl values is money, anybody can have her.
Yeah.
Because anyone can have money. You know how many stupid people we have out here with money? A lot.
And stupid money. When I tell you people are flying girlfriends.
Exactly. Because that's what...
Come to me.
That's what I'm saying. Because somebody can easily like wake up, look at your girlfriend and say like, okay, I can offer her until she says yes, I'll just keep raising the amount. And to them, they feel nothing. But Sana, if that's something that can happen to your partner... Come on, you already know like that's
what's going to happen.
Yeah, but the pressure is there. But, you know, if you can, hey, you don't have to.
Do you agree if someone gets the leverage, let's say, for example, someone who's doing their own work, running their own business, if they get the leverage, should they seize it? Should they seize the opportunity?
Wait, hold on. Just say that again.
I'm saying maybe you are doing, you're hustling, you're doing your thing, and then you meet this guy, and this guy's like, oh, because it rarely happens. But I've come to realize, and I don't know why this happens.
Yeah.
Most of the people who have like blessers, or let's say just a guy who's financially stable and he's willing to also empower you.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the ladies who don't want to do anything.
Yeah,
it's kind
of like they find each other, you know.
I just want to be a baddie.
And that's the thing, like, it's easy to spot. It's easy to spot somebody who, like, can. And for guys, we know. We're always like, that's why you hear guys are saying.
It's because we are not laying edges. We are not taking our time because we're like, laying edges, 1 hour laying edges, I could be reading.
No, but you always, if you go for that, you know that's like a temporary fix. You know, like, this is long term, we can't do anything with this person. But it's those people who overstay in such situations.
Ruining their lives, ruining their marriages,
ruining
their kids, ruining their families for a temporary fix. So I don't understand how most men don't think about, in the short term it feels good right now hanging out with this chick.
Yeah.
Damu zetu zote ni moto. But so many things can go wrong. You see,
like what?
Like the way, if you go, you see a hot babe in the club.
Yeah.
You'll want to bring her home. And she's into you. You are into her. You know.
Yeah.
You'll want, because that night will be powerful. you know.
Yeah.
But there's also the fact that this person, you can lose a lot by them coming to your house.
Yeah.
They might watakuwekea mchele. You might lose so many things. Yeah. But you don't think about that. You don't think about the consequences of your actions. I
think people who do that, I respect them. Because now, like for me, I can't. Because
I was just giving an example.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like now for me, I would want to know, like, let's say I would first of all, ask for your socials. Just see how you move around, what you do for fun and thing. But I kind of like almost want to take time to know someone. But I can't just, nowadays I can't just be like,
but you see, most men, it's like that.
I understand. And especially married men. It goes like, it goes.
Yeah, it's true.
It goes like, that's the only weekend they have access to Nini. It's free. But some of me.
That's the only weekend they have access to Nini.
To that.
Only they're not accessing.
No, cause
at home.
No, at home ni ile ya kawaida, ni ile ya kila siku. So I'm just talking as a guy. And maybe it's been in their thought. No, listen.
Okay.
These are couples who, normal couples, kona two arguments to Nini. So that's the only time they can go and get like a quick fix and go back home by Nini. But as somebody like me, I'm free Monday to Monday. Come on. If I need to see somebody, I don't need to hide. See now your excitement. Hey, I only have this specific free time. Because otherwise,
it's the adrenaline that makes them happy.
It's just adrenaline.
Okay.
Just adrenaline. Like for me now, for you to excite me, it need to be very creative.
the way people, the ideas that people have these days, especially around relationships. Me, I'm this type of person who I never get bored with people. Like I could love you and never, even if we spend the whole week together, like it doesn't just
must
change.
Be nice, hey?
Like I don't feel like in fact you're going deeper with a relationship for me. But you see, for most people it's just like your familiarity inakuwa, disrespect inaingia. So I'm always scared like, I want a forever thing. I want to live.
It's good to be like, just to have that mentality, of course, that's good, but not everyone is raised like that size.
Not even in terms of raised. I think it's personal, it's character.
Now say it's character development kila mahali, because you come there loving and nini, but just things change.
No, by even you saying that a man, that the comment that you've made, like nyumbani it's a kawaida thing. Like
I'm telling you, because I'm
so
a guy.
So my style, me swinging on the chandelier is no longer exciting.
You can swing, you do backflips, nini. And even, in fact, the other one might not be like that good, but it's just because it's something different, you see. It's just something different. And even at times, after that, now you actually go back. You're just excited to see your partner, nini. But those are things...
No, you're excited to see your partner after you've just done to another woman what you do to your partner.
Why do you think they always go back home? Because that's where home is. That's where your peace is. That's where your future is, nini. This other one is, if you are a grown-up man, you know you're not the only one there. If she's meeting you, you give her like a bit of cash and nini to upkeep. Okay. If you like Casponio, you know you're not the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You have to be really dumb to be... But there are those ones who like maybe they've cornered you, they're paying your rent, they're nini, so they're always on point checking on you. But you understand how much work that is.
But
trying to keep tabs.
The other people who I find so delusional are married men. Like, why would you expect a single babe to be loyal to you? You are someone's husband.
But like we said, common sense is not common. You know that, right? Common sense is not common. It's just one of those things that people have to go with and actually just learn in life. But it's... And now in the century we're living in, things are not just... like the way we used to read in the book, fairy tales.
Yeah, and I can't believe we have normalized conversations where we talk about married men and other women, and it's just like normal conversation. Like, why is this normal?
Because now imagine, as we're talking as people who are not married, imagine a wife or a husband who has to talk, like let's say a wife who has to tell the husband, like, okay, so I respect you, I know you love me, but if you're going out there, please use protection. You know, there are people who have to have that conversation. Because if you don't, then...
Can I also get to go out there?
No, listen.
Because I feel like it's quite unfair.
It's only men who can do that. Women are not supposed to do that.
No, what I'm saying is, it's quite unfair because this woman is in love with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm in love with her as well. That's why I have to go back home.
Like you're kissing another woman passionately. You're kissing another woman's neck.
Just because my name is the Kiss Bandit, you need to relax. You need to relax.
That wasn't even intentional.
I was like, what are you trying to say? But I get you. Mm-hmm.
like you're doing all these things to this other babe. Like when you come to touch me, it will be like, that's how you touched the person.
No.
It's
Once
no
you start
longer
thinking,
special.
and that's why I think the respectful people are just like, they know how to like keep it under the wraps.
No, so what are we supposed to do? Because sometimes I feel like women pretend.
I think women are the most... I think a woman can even stay with you even if they don't love you. That's the scariest bit.
Because you cannot... Because I do not believe that you will go outside, make love to another woman, and your wife knows, and you come home and respect the same treatment I would have given you if we were okay.
How many guys do you think do that? Comfortably, without feeling anything. Hata hawashwi na usiku analala ile.
And then and then
in fact, I have a picture here. I'll show you how they sleep.
Wacha nikwambie kitu moja. Kitu yenye uni sometimes I ask God so many questions because it's just like this person has just hurt you and they're sleeping comfortably.
Yeah. Without a care in the world. Let me show you.
Men do not have hearts. Men don't have hearts.
Here's that picture. There's a picture I had taken a screenshot of. But now you can change actually that meme to like, this is how men who cheat, how they sleep. Okay, where is that picture? Come on, I had it. But I'll find it. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
But it's just a funny image. I'll share it with you. But anyway, we've done like 2 hours. This is crazy.
We need to wrap up.
But I know like now at least I have my studio and place and we can always like even do on a regular, like let's say...
Yeah, no problem. I've always wanted to be on a podcast.
Have you done another one?
No, I'm saying I've always wanted to be... as in, I've always wanted to be a host. In future,
have you done another one after the one we did?
No.
Really?
No.
So this is like the second time and the second one?
Yes.
That's now what we call a loyal woman. You see, that's loyalty now. Anyone would be like, that's loyalty.
How you do one thing is
how you do everything else. That's true. So now, as we wrap this up, like I really appreciate like you just coming, of course.
Thank you for having me.
This was nice, and I was just thinking of how soon I can finish the studio so that I can start having like back-to-back sessions. Yeah. Regular guests who I've always done it with before.
Yeah.
And people of sound mind, because you're
not gonna bring Instagram, TikTok.
No.
Famous people.
No.
Like Nyako is in the country. You don't want to do an
She's
interview.
in Kenya?
Yeah.
She's in Kenya?
And people are packed to see her. I was like...
She's in Kenya?
Celebrity, like the meaning of celebrity is changing.
But you see, that's the thing that scares me because... I don't even want to say anything, and then tomorrow it's like Niliona podcast.
Yeah.
I'm actually... But she's just like, it's just weird how people are gravitating towards people who are giving them leadership, inspirations. Because a young kid would think that's how I'm supposed to act and behave to get clout, to achieve ABs. And I wouldn't be surprised if she gets like an endorsement.
She will.
That's the craziest page. That's the craziest thing.
Get that paper, sis.
Yeah, like endorsement is like on the way. It's like just there. They're just waiting for it. It's like, this is the famous name. But I'm like, okay, sir, now that's why I know I need to focus on my own craft and the things that I'm good at. Cause I'm not going to do that to get, rewarded. Plus, let her just
what
do her thing.
Just say,
for me,
like
I think she's unstable
dopamine.
Anyway.
Cheap dopamine. Dopamine makes people happy. Entertainment.
It's ridiculous now. But listen, on TikTok, I've just seen so many things. But I'm always like,
yeah.
Because you'd genuinely
Is
ask
this
somebody,
what you have come to?
Who do you look up to? And they'll tell you names, and then you look, and then you'll be like,
for real?
Yeah. And then now you'd be like, okay, but I have to understand. I can't be judgmental. Let me just try and understand why this person is thinking that way. And then you're like, okay, it's different, but everyone is allowed to do what they want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you tell an adult what to do?
You can't.
You can't.
That's why
even if you're forced and you try, it's hard.
It's so hard
You'll
right
get frustrated.
now even to be a parent.
No, it's hard. It has to be crazy. But
it's so hard.
Live and learn. True. Do you have any parting shot before I close up the podcast? We're at 2 hours, 3 minutes. That's so long. But
I
you
don't
know,
even-
but I'll
I
chop.
had fun,
We'll do
yeah.
a few chops.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
2 reels. We have to
Yes,
and many.
short form content.
course,
but
of
don't
course.
put the juicy parts that will get
you
me
know
in
me.
problem.
You know me.
I don't want controversy
Kwanza,
on
I'll
social
edit
media.
one and shikanisha with another.
And then it brings a whole different meaning, and people are like,
No.
who is she talking about?
But you know, like my podcast, I just keep it cordial,
Yeah,
health,
true.
wealth, love, and happiness. I don't
True.
want to get swayed about this. Men are supposed to do this. Women are, you know, like the regular thing that people are just doing now.
Because relationship is always juicy.
Yeah, it's just always gonna be there. But
Yeah.
let's just at least be in touch with reality. Let's not misguide each other. Let's not create like hate at it. Like, you know, maze mademu wa Nairobi, maze squeezy. They're all sijui. No, you can't say that.
I don't care what you guys believe. I am going to be in love. And my man will love.
But that's what I'm saying. You see, like when you start watching too many negative things, it actually starts like messing up with your head.
You know, by the way, I don't scroll on TikTok. I
don't
just
like
post.
it.
I just post and leave because so many people are opinionated and everyone is trying to give you, everyone is trying to sell you an opinion.
The scariest bit now is like everyone is a leadership coach in something. And then
and
you're
they know things about life.
Yo, even food reviews. I'm like, this person is reviewing
like there's this
like
trend
crazy
on TikTok.
Asian cuisine and they've just come from up country like Juicy. But I'm like, yo, what are the credentials for this anymore?
I know. Like I saw there's this toxic, I think, trend that is going on TikTok. Like me going out with my other man because my man amesema kuna deal and and it's just like you guys are normalizing,
you know, at first I saw it and I
things.
was like, yo, so this is a thing. But I was like, yeah, it's actually
Going
a trend.
out with my man because our wife decided to get pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just need to figure out yourself. Don't go. And I was also telling somebody else, at most of the times when I see people heading this way, I normally go the opposite direction. Because I'm like, no, come on. We can't all just be heading. Let's figure out what else is here to be discovered. And I think we're all wired differently.
Yeah,
there are people who follow, and there are people who go out to discover and maybe lead and inspire people.
True.
So let's everybody just stick to their lane.
Yeah, my parting shot will be there are decades where nothing happens, and then there are weeks where decades happen. So if nothing is happening in your life right now, there's a time that will come where so many things will happen. Like in 1 year, so much will have happened, you won't believe it. So just be patient.
And at times it just take one, because it's where preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
And everything changes like that.
Me, I'm waiting for that
Like
moment.
that. And I won't lie, like even mine, I think I was always preparing. And then
But
there's
I'm
just one thing happened. You have to.
Yeah, I'm preparing.
So that you see, like even all these videos, watching and really self-educating stuff that you're going through, so that when that opportunity comes like this, you know how to handle everything.
It, exactly.
Because they're like, oh, they said if this comes, you can try and do A, B, C, and D.
Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes as a creator, I always thank God for the gratification. Like the success is not, you see, like your success is not like, boom, you're now a big YouTuber or yani it's gradual, ni pole pole, because you get to learn a lot. I've met like big content creators who are getting paid less than me because they didn't have the chance to learn what's happening in the industry.
Yeah.
But me, it's like pole pole too, gradual.
But
I know what's happening.
And you appreciate things
and I
differently. Differently. Like, you know, I used to tell people, like, you know, there's some small things that are done for me, and I'm like, it feels good.
Good.
Nowadays, when you see me unboxing videos, you know how happy I am.
Yeah.
I'm not just doing it here for no, I'm genuinely like just happy. And I would want to share that happiness with people who are like, yo, by the way, you haven't posted, Maze. We almost thought that, you know, you've taken a break or something happened. I'm like, no, let me just give you something else.
You're working on something.
I'm working. And then you just feed them with so many positive news.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm here for it. I'm here to see it. I respect every time you post something, I'm learning something from them, or I'm getting inspiration. That keeps me going. So I respect anything that, you know, comes along after like a little bit of putting in work.
Yeah, because, you know, we live in a generation where it's just microwave success, instant gratification. So if you start something and it's not like blowing up, you might start feeling bad, but just know it takes time. it might not be instant for you. It will take time, and you will thank God it took time, because you learn so much. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
A quick question before we wind up. I know you keep saying it's 2 hours, 8 minutes. What's your dream car? You know, that's a question I've been asking so many people.
You follow me. You have never seen it on Instagram?
No. You've posted?
On Insta stories all the time.
Is it a BMW?
No, a G-Wagon.
Oh, you've mentioned it. You've mentioned it a couple of times.
Yeah. That's
Jesus
my dream
Christ.
car.
Yeah.
Like you will see a Lana sticker on a G-Wagon. Just know it's me.
No, that's a nice car. That's a nice car.
If you see a Lana sticker on a G-Wagon,
that's Anastasia. Just know it's her.
Yeah.
You know, that time blogs will have picked it up. We won't need to announce. We'll just know it's Nani. So, but anyway, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
What's that?
Oh my God. No.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I mean, thanks for coming through. I hope to see you in another episode. Of course, like I said, now you have an open invite. You can always come anytime you want.
Okay.
If you want to do like a random episode and talk about something, just hit me up and let's do this again. But, I wish you all the best in your journey.
Thank you so much.
In your health.
Thank you.
You're well.
Why are you smiling? Why are you
Your love and general happiness. I'm smiling because you make me happy.
I do.
Yes.
You also make me happy. Where people are going to take this out of context.
No, that's the only thing that I'll edit out. That's the one I'll edit and put a reel. So guys, so see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's the Kisscapades podcast. Bye.
Bye.